Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video here on the channel. How are you doing and how was the weekend? Let me know here in the chat or in the comment section below. It's great to have you back. Monday 8 p.m. CET, our time, when 9 talks. Everything is inspired by you, and today I want to share some news with you. We go south to South America, to a very cultural city I had the luxury to visit. It is the highest capital of the world with 3,650 meters above the sea level. Can you guess it already? It is La Paz in Bolivia. I had the luxury to visit La Paz a few times, and what I remember is when we landed, we got up and I felt dizzy. And I didn't know first why. It was because of the altitude. The airport is located very high in altitude. And what do you get when you are all the way up in the mountain? Yes, you have less oxygen, and that's why you feel dizzy. And La Paz is one of the big metropoles in Bolivia. Why did I visit La Paz so many times? One time with the music, where I played on a soccer field all the way in the valley of La Paz, and it was beautiful. And the other time when I visited La Paz was with a charity organization where I could see with my own eyes how it is, how people live all the way up in the mountains, far away from the big city, from the craziness, from where everything happens, and how a community lives when there is clean water provided and also school support, and how not. It was very touching to experience. And I remember that I visited a family, a very happy couple. The lady had 5 children, and everybody was working on the land. She made a dish with potato, corn. These are some main ingredients you will find in the kitchen in Bolivia. So now we covered the food part already. Let's go to the cultural part. La Paz has a big countryside, and as you know me, I love nature, I love to jog, I love to go out just to clear my mind. And when you go a little bit east and south of La Paz, you will find a lagoon called Laguna Arkhata. I hope I pronounced it well, so please correct me. It's a lagoon approximately 4,900 meters above the sea level on the foot of mountain Mururata. And it's beautiful, crystal clear, light blue water. And this is what we talk about today. Pablo, who I will introduce and will join me here in this video, will tell you a little bit more about it, because his new track is created around the lagoon. This release is about Laguna Arkhata. Laguna Arkhata. That's the one. For me, it's always important to have a face, because, you know, one can talk about a topic or like about a release, and if you don't know the history from how it's made, where it comes from, I think you miss a very important part to understand how someone came up with a musical creation, for example. And I'm happy to have Pablo with us here today. He just had a tooth surgery, so it was kind of difficult to get the video content in on time. He managed it, and I asked him a couple of questions which I think is important to know about the release. And so here we go. Thank you, Pablo, for joining us on the label 925MUSIC. And here's the question. Number 1. Hey Pablo, you grew up in La Paz, Bolivia. Please tell us a little bit more about your background, the culture, and how it was to grow up in La Paz.
Hi, my name is Pablo, I'm 26. I was born and raised in La Paz, Bolivia. Probably one of the craziest cities in the world. Something you can't realize while growing up here. It's so small, but once you get out of the country, you realize that this is a magical place. Every day is a new adventure. You don't know what is going to happen. There is so variety and diversity of people. It's a really amazing city. The cultural background in Bolivia, it's so big, I could not talk about that like in 5 minutes or 10. This would be a long talk. so I will leave it there. Bolivia is really rich in culture. Something beautiful about Bolivian people is that they value family more than anything in the world.
Question number 2. When and what made you start a career in the electronic dance music?
What got me into electronic music was my love for guitars and being surrounded by music, and also having a lot of understanding on technology and how to use a computer. While being a kid, I had like 15 years old and I was already learning what a DJ did. At 17 years old, I was already in the club playing for a lot of people, so I guess there was a no doubter that that was what I wanted for my life, making music.
Question number 3. Tell us how and with what idea you created the release Laguna Arkhata.
The special part about this release is that Laguna Arkhata, as it's spelled, I decided that I was only gonna work on the track while being 100 in peace of mind, like 100 focused, and that usually happens at 4 a.m. in the morning when I wake up. So this was a track that took really a long time to finish, but the outcome was really precious.
And the word peace of mind came to my mind when I first had a listen to that track when Pablo had sent it to the label 925MUSIC. What he said, it really brings ease and peace to your mind. And as you know that I released a mix on Spotify for peace and for more ease in your mind with similar music, but that one really stood out to me because it also has harps recorded by a very famous Argentinian harpist, Mercedes Bralo. The nature, the pureness of the harps, the environment in La Paz when you're actually near the lagoon and go to it is a reflection in that music composition. And so therefore I also signed it because I got inspired by it, and I think it's very helpful for people as well to just bring a little bit more ease and peace into your daily life, especially now with the situation where we are in. I feel like we need to connect more with this and with nature as well. And Pablo got it done, so great job on that. Question number 4. What inspires you and where do you get your inspiration from?
Well, something I can say is that my inspiration for making electronic music is not electronic music. I dig around really different genres in Spanish and English. There's a lot of Mexican and Argentinian bands that I like, and really usually I get the feeling from those tracks. Mexicans and Argentinian bands are really doing real good things.
And now the question to you: where do you get your inspiration from and what inspires you? Let us know here in the comment section. We will follow up on that later. Question number 5. What are your daily, weekly habits?
What keeps moving me in life is simply life. I try to always think about what is the best use of my time at the moment, and that really works for me. There are some new habits I would like to learn. Meditating, doing sports and reading is something I never miss, as well as coffee.
What are your role models?
I don't have role models. I think my future self is my role model with all the habits and all the things I want to learn, and how I need to be honest with myself with the things I need to change. So that's who is my role model, the best part of me.
What keeps you moving forward in life, and what tips would you give to the people who are watching right now and your upcoming audience?
I don't know if I'm able to give advice to people, but what some special people that marked me on the way told me is that it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. And my friend Roberto, who inspired me to be here and be doing music, told me that if you don't believe in yourself, no one is gonna do it. And that's actually true.
So these were some of the questions to introduce his new track to us, to the world, to get to know him and the idea behind his new release, Laguna Arkhata. If you have questions, please let us know in the section below, and you can also find Pablo's socials here to check him out and his other releases he is working on at the moment. And with this, I want to say a big thank you to you for watching and tuning in, for your dedication to Pablo, taking the time to record his answers to share with us, even though he just had a tooth surgery. That is life. We have to keep moving forward, and what he also mentioned is to keep learning. That was the news for today. Big shout out to Pablo and Bolivia for sharing his thoughts and idea with us about his new musical composition, and I'm sure he will release more and more music in the future with us. So check him out, and I can't wait to see you back next Monday, 8 p.m. CET, here on the channel. Let us know if you have a question, and peace and out. Bye. And the release comes as well with the ambient chill mix. Very nice for summer days, and when you lay in bed, or even though sit on the balcony or on the terrace under a star sky, just put it on and let your thoughts and mind wander for more ease and peace. So here it is, check it out, Laguna Arkhata from Pablo from La Paz in Bolivia. There you go. Stay sane, keep smiling, and stay healthy.